Welcome to Psychology Refresh. Today we're going to go over the 10 interesting facts about dating an ENTP personality type. Make sure to watch each one of them and find out how you can approach a dating game with them. ENTP, Debater Innovator, is a very unique personality type with a lot of great traits. However, people with this personality type approach their romantic relationships in a very interesting way. Growth is important to people with the ENTP personality type, and even before they found a relationship partner, they picture all the ways they may do new things together and grow together. To keep things moving forward, they come up with a never-ending flow of fresh ideas, and this is reflected in their romantic relationships as well. However, a romantic relationship is an incredibly complicated matter, and ENTPs are at risk of ignoring or misinterpreting the unpredictability of human nature and affection's volatility. Let's look at the most interesting things you should know about dating and relationships with an ENTP. This can help you figure out which personality types are compatible and which aren't. Furthermore, it will tell you how you can approach a dating game with a debater and how you can achieve success in that field. Here are 10 interesting facts about dating an ENTP. Number 1. They enjoy being challenged. ENTPs are sharp thinkers and smooth talkers, which might be challenging to keep up with. This personality type enjoys debating several sides of a subject, and their preferred method is to do so aloud in a stimulating conversation with another person. Others will earn an ENTP's respect if they can effectively challenge their opinions on anything and allow them to see it from a different perspective. ENTPs value intelligence above all else, and they look for partners that appreciate knowledge, analysis, and intellectual progress over all else. Debates and academic conversations are rarely, if ever, personal for the ENTPs. They are just a form of brain exercise that gives this personality a boost of energy. Number 2. They appreciate directness and honesty. When an ENTP cares about someone, they'll tell them what they're thinking openly and honestly, even if it's not appealing. Unless they're twisting the truth for their personal gain, this personality type isn't big on sugarcoating the truth. While the ENTP's forthright nature may be off-putting to some, others can appreciate it for what it is, a true style of communication that doesn't waste time tiptoeing around the issue at hand. They get to the heart of a problem quickly and enjoy it when their spouse does the same. Number 3. They are not scared of bold flirting. Because they are inherently extroverted and lively, ENTPs can be highly flirty. They enjoy life and don't want to be held back by dread or apprehension. ENTPs are frequently friendly and flirtatious, even when they are simply kidding or playing with others. Flirting with someone, especially someone they like, is usually not difficult for them. Feeling stuck or bored is a terrible feeling for the debater, which is why they prefer pushing themselves or pushing past certain limits. When it comes to flirting, the ENTP likes to see how far they can take it, as well as where the other person's boundaries are. Some people are reluctant to take risks or be too obvious with their flirting, while ENTPs prefer being a little bold to see how the other person reacts. If you are enjoying our content, please give this video a like, subscribe to our channel, and do not forget to turn on the notification bell. Number 4. They rarely give up on the relationship. ENTPs aren't naturally romantic, but they are capable of doing almost whatever they set their mind to. This means that if they consider a lack of emotional development on their part as a barrier to the relationship's success, they'll be eager to overcome it. When others are up against an emotional wall with the debater, the best approach to get over it is to explain how working through the problem will benefit the relationship. ENTPs will be eager to find ways to increase your connection and, as a result, build and grow this relationship. Number 5. They need freedom and independence. When an ENTP is dedicated to someone, they will often go out of their way to assist them in achieving their objectives. They desire someone who will grow with them and is willing to attempt new things in life. The ENTP is looking for a spouse who can give them space when they need it, but this isn't meant as a personal attack on their partner. Debaters simply require some freedom and time to study various aspects of their own ideas. This independence has no negative implications for their partner as they frequently return and share these experiences with them. ENTPs seek honesty in their relationships and love being able to express their most personal ideas and feelings with others. This isn't always expected because ENTPs are thought to be entirely logical people, but they don't have many levels that aren't visible to everyone. Number 6. They tend to be overly logical in their arguments. People with ENTP personality types have tendencies to be combative, mainly because they enjoy a challenge, but this can have a negative impact on their relationship. To address this, debaters should be more aware of how they challenge their partners, asking themselves if it's for the sake of arguing or for the sake of encouraging an interesting dialogue. Even if ENTPs are aware of their emotional process, they may struggle with emotional insight and fail to understand the value in exploring their emotional side when logical reasoning makes far more sense. Debaters definitely have room to improve their emotional insight to better understand themselves and their partners. Number 7. They have an inclination for casual dating. Because they aren't sure what they want from a relationship, most ENTPs go through a time of casual dating. ENTPs desire to be able to have personal experiences in their lives so that they can learn from them. Debaters may need to date for a while without any real aim and try to determine what they want from a spouse. Knowing diverse people and knowing where their own limitations and bounds are can be really beneficial. The ENTP doesn't always know where they want to settle down, especially when they're younger, so they need to move around a bit to discover more about themselves. Number 8. They are attracted to people with their own views and opinions. ENTPs are generally drawn to someone who emanates quiet confidence, not snobbishness, but a perception of inner strength. A person who does not appear to rely on others for reassurance is more likely to attract the ENTP's attention and affection. They admire people who can think for themselves and have their own distinct point of view. They are quickly bored by everything, including people at times. They're drawn to people who can surprise them and who don't perceive things the way everyone else does. The debater is naturally drawn to this aspect of someone else when they can learn from them or have their own perspectives challenged. Number 9. They are enthusiastic and lively lovers. ENTPs are high-energy people who find it difficult to keep up with them most of the time. Even in their relationships, they'll try to come up with new ways to keep things interesting. They are stimulating lovers because of their impulsive temperament and strong adventurous streak. They're so vibrant and agile, and they'll make each date better than the one before it. Debaters require partners who can understand their thrill-seeking temperament and support them in their pursuits. Number 10. They look for warm and compassionate romantic partners. ENTPs enjoy being among people that challenge them and keep them guessing. They're drawn to a little mystery and someone who isn't always predictable in their behavior. They want to feel like their spouse is encouraging them to grow, which is exciting and intriguing to the debater. While they are drawn to these enigmatic characteristics, they are also drawn to someone who is caring and warm. The ENTP is often more attracted to someone who is compassionate than they realize at first. These videos will be really helpful for you.